It's been called the next generation of 911, and it's part of an attempt to make our emergency services more reliable. Nick Westoll looks at the technology upgrades that are underway to make sure all of those urgent calls get answered.
Police ambulance for fire?
I believe it. It's down at the bottom.
All right, take care of it.
Located in this generic Toronto office space, the folks on these phones are critical to saving lives.
Okay, Jennifer, give me a few minutes to give them a call.
And how these Toronto Police 911 call takers and dispatchers do their jobs is changing.
So you remember the old phone that was on your kitchen wall with a big long coil, and you had to walk that handset around the kitchen? That's kind of what we're moving away from.
Colin Stairs is heading up the overhaul. It comes as landline phone use is dropping in favor of cell phones.
It was kind of broken in the sense that we couldn't support it any longer. There's no technicians around that use that kind of technology.
The CRTC is requiring all Canadian emergency centres to adopt what's called Next Generation 911.
Toronto Police Communications.
The first step in Toronto's new digital era is text messages. If a call ends before someone speaks with a call taker, a text will ask them to respond with
1, yes, I have an emergency, or 9, I do not have an emergency.
By responding with 1, the caller gets back into the queue.
Hi, your phone dialed into 911. Do you need police, fire, or an ambulance?
If there's no answer, police will follow up soon after. Translators can also be brought in then if needed. Authorities say this will be a key way to free up resources.
27% of our calls are dialed improperly or aren't intending to call 911. And so we still have to respond to all those. And that takes about 30 hours a day of staffing.
The service has struggled to keep up with the national standard of answering 90% of calls within 15 seconds. Now, to give you a sense of how wait times can fluctuate, when we were in the training room, it took around 2 minutes and 20 seconds to get through to a 911 call taker. But 15 minutes later, there was no one waiting to get through.
It's not uncommon to see at least 6 minutes to get through to 911. And yeah, there's ebbs and flows. There may be time when you can get directly through, but I think that's something where you can't nickel and dime the citizens. When you need to get through to 911, there can't be a delay.
Toronto Police Association President Clayton Campbell welcomes these new changes, but says more needs to be done to support the staff.
It's extremely tough. It's probably the hardest job in the service, and we need to really improve the way that recruiting and training is going on there. We're seeing upwards of 60% of the members fail training. That is unsustainable.
We're taking a closer look at the plan to upgrade 911 at citynews.ca. In Toronto, Nick Westoll, City News.